Have you ever entered a perfect trade only to somehow turn it into a loss? Now that's not bad luck. It's usually caused by three dangerous habits that most traders do immediately after entering the market. And the most surprising part about this is the fact that most people do this without even realizing they are doing it. Now, I'm one of those traders who became profitable in my third year of trading, and I can tell you that habit number 3 on this list is what kept me unprofitable all this time. So make sure you get to find out exactly what that is so that you do not keep having this habit that I had as a beginner trader. And as well, if you happen to get value from this video, please help me give it a like, because this actually signals to YouTube that, you know what, people are getting value from this video. So if you go ahead and do that, it will definitely push this message out there to other traders that are having the same exact problem. Now, the very first habit you should never have, or the very first thing you should never do, is moving your stop loss further away, especially when price starts going against you. You should never do that. Now, of course, as humans, we have this thing where we basically try to protect ourselves, because every time you've, let's say, entered a trade and price starts going against you, the first thing your brain is going to tell you that, you know what, price, there's a possibility it might turn and go back in your direction. So as price approaches your stop loss, you basically try to increase or basically push it further. You keep pushing further your stop loss to basically add on to your losing position. And guess what? If that price keeps going against you, definitely you're going to end up going out of that trade, either number one, with a much bigger loss, or number two, you might actually go out of that trade when you've actually blown your account, because you might keep extending your stop, and it gets to a point where it's not, you cannot recover from that loss. So basically you end up blowing your account. So you don't want to be in this position as a trader. Now, my suggestion is this: before you enter any kind of trade in the market, make sure you have a stop loss that you're going to actually put on that particular trade, because this will act as a safeguard that in case I'm wrong on this particular trading idea, I'm willing to actually get out of this trade at this number of pips or at this number of points. That's exactly how you need to be as a trader. Do not go into that trade thinking I must win this trade, because if you go that way, that's probably the reason you might actually not have a stop. So always have a stop loss, because this is going to safeguard you as a trader. And do not touch that stop, because the fact that you've put a stop loss, that's basically you accepting that there is a possibility of actually losing this trade. So put that stop loss on and be okay with the fact that you are going to be taken out. If you are taken out of that trade, it is very okay. And maybe the thing I need to bring to your attention, that every time price starts going against you and you feel like, oh, I'm about to lose this money, just know the risk you've put on that trade is big. It's too big that your mind, or basically you can't handle that particular risk. So it basically means you're risking too much, and you shouldn't have risked that much. So basically risk an amount that you're willing to lose in the market, because that way you will be able to stay in these markets for as long as possible. So you do not have to put on risk that you are not willing to actually lose. Money that you're not willing to lose, do not put it on the line. Hope this is very clear to you. Always have a stop, and with that stop, please do not touch it. That's exactly how you win in this game. If you keep extending your stop, trust me, you can never become a profitable trader. You're always going to have these psychological problems, and you will never become a profitable trader. Now, the second thing that you should never do as a trader is to keep staring, or basically watching the market as you're in that trade. That right there is a very bad thing to do, because you're going to end up basically having all these emotions. Let's say when price prints a very big candle, you're going to become very emotional. Let's say if that candle goes in your direction, you're going to be excited, and then Once a big candle actually prints in the negative direction, or basically a big candle printing against you, you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel all those emotions, and that's not exactly how you need to be as a trader. So what I best recommend you do, always immediately after entering a trade, try and do other things. Do not stay on that chart. This is the perfect time to actually go maybe put in that workout, or if you have other work to do, like personally I have some other businesses to handle, this is the perfect time to actually do that. Do not stay on your screen. If you have a family, this is the right time to actually go have fun, maybe with your wife, with your kids. This is the right time for that. But do not stay on that chart, because staying on the chart, what it's going to do to you, you're basically going to try and micromanage your trades, and trust me, it is not right for you, because you will end up either going out of that trade too early, or maybe keeping that trade on for so long and end up basically losing more than what you would have lost on the initial idea that you had. I can tell you this for a fact. If you stay on that chart, trust me, you're going to try and sabotage yourself as a trader, and you don't want to be in this position as a trader. You always just want to have a trade on and then go do something else. Come back, check on maybe after an hour or after 2 hours to basically see, did my trade go to TP or it went to my stop loss? That's exactly how you need to be handling your trades, but not staying there and watching, or basically staring at the charts all the time you're actually in that particular trade. Hope this is very clear to you. Now, the third thing or habit that you should never have as a trader immediately after entering your trade, you should not try to take a random trade immediately after a loss. This is something I was so guilty about, because maybe price came, wicked me out, and then it showed me like it's trying to go back in my direction, especially when I enter a trade and price comes directly to my stop and it starts going in my direction. Something would tell me that, you know what, try and jump back. Price is going to continue to my TP or my initial TP that I had, and guess what? Immediately I would enter that particular trade, price would basically now come back again down and take me out, and it continues going in the negative direction, and you don't want to be experiencing this. So once you've been taken out of the trade, do not think of anything like basically entering another trade. Do not enter any random trades, especially if that random trade is not following your trading plan. Do not enter any other trade. Let price go wherever it is going. It is okay to actually sit back. Let's say what I basically recommend, or what I recommend you actually do, is that have a trading limit. Basically, this is developed from your trading plan, that let's say in a day, maximum I take 2 trades. If my first trade is a loss, I only and only take another trade if my setup basically appears once again. If it hasn't appeared, then I'm done for the day. If that first trade is a win, then I'm done for the day. So that's exactly how you need to handle things, not taking trades based on your emotions, because this is what happens usually when you take trades emotionally, because the moment you get back into the market, it's now not you trading, it's basically your emotions going back into the market. You don't want to be trading in this kind of situation. You don't want to trade in that kind of position. You need to actually put on a trade when it is actually a trade that follows your trading plan. Hope this is very clear to you, because if you keep taking those emotional trades, trust me, the market is always going to punish you. It will always keep punishing you, and you don't want to be that kind of trader. I can guarantee you that every time you actually jump back into the market to try and make back what the market has just taken from you, trust me, price will always try and actually punish you much more, and even much more. So don't even try it. Do not try to actually get back into the market to maybe revenge trade and make back the money you've been taken from. Please don't try to do that. Only get back into the market if that particular trade you're going to take follows your trading plan to the T. And maybe what I always recommend my students to do, that if you've taken a loss, I need you to have a cool down session. This I recommend it to be either 15 to 30 minutes. That period right there, it will help you reflect. Basically, just walk away, go do something, have that cool down period, because by the time you get back into the market, or the time you get back onto the chart, you will be thinking straight. You won't have any clouded kind of judgment. So always practice this, and trust me, it will help you a lot as a trader. Now, if you're one of those people that works a 9 to 5 and as well trades on the side, and you feel like your work is actually hampering or basically hindering your trading growth, I recommend you check out this next video, where I basically tell you, or basically share with you exactly how you should be trading the right way for you to finally go full-time as a trader. So check out that video. It will definitely be able to help you.